Okay, back for part two of using conditional formatting to search and highlight rows in my list. So as we talked about in the last video, this search term highlights will find the data's in column B, and it will highlight anywhere that shows up, the entire row. Now what I want to do is I want to make it easy to clear my search, filter on the color, and clear my filter. And I do that with three macros that I assign to buttons right here, so it's easy to do, and user capabilities are greatly enhanced. Now, since I'm not working with a demo file, and this is actually a live file, it's a little trickier because this has already been done in one instance. So I'm going to, for demo purposes, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to bring it over here. Control V. Okay, and you'll see now this whole thing is grouped so that it sits there, but now I'm going to rearrange this so that it fits into this space. So as you can tell, I've rearranged it, and now what I'm going to do is group all these objects so I can align it in one fell swoop. So I select the outside, hold down the control key, and select each of the buttons. And then I right click. Well, that was a nice idea. Right click, group, and I group, and there you can see I can now move this as one object. So I'm just going to put it right there, and I'm going to stop. Now what I need to do is load the macros in to the VBA editor and assign the buttons to the macros. So I keep the code over in box, and it's this code right here: clear, filter, remove search text. And there's a clear search box, a filter color, and a clear filter color. So I'm going to highlight this entire range. Control C. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to go to the VBA editor, which I have open, and that's right there, and I'm sitting in module 7 of the folder, the file that I'm in. I created an empty module. So I'm going to paste this in. Now, like I said, this has been used before, so I can't have the same names that I had before. So I'm going to say 2. You wouldn't need to do this if this was the first time you were using it. 2. Okay, and then I have to modify these code. And what I'm going to do before I go ahead and modify this is I'm going to explain to you what has to be done. So I have the code over here, and I put it in Evernote so you could just see it. I have to change this search box to search box 1. That's the name that we gave it in here. I know this starts at A15, and we're going to change this RGB, or the color reference, so that it knows the color to filter on. And let's go get that. I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute, and I'm going to move that out of the way. So close that. So when I come back over to the macro code, I have to put those numbers in right here. 196, and if you don't get this exactly right, it will not work for you. So it's a little tricky, but you be careful and it works fine. 155. Okay, and then the name of the sheet is not all files, or the name of the table that I want to search. It's response rating, etc. that we highlighted before. So I'm going to table design, highlight the table name, come back over here, and I'm going to change this name response rating assessment 2. Oh, I forgot, we're going to be searching field 2, so change that to field 2, which is column B. And then I have, whoops, I forgot to highlight that. I have one more, all files, Control V, and that should be response rating assessment 2. So now, as you can see, I think I've changed everything I need to change. Search box 1, the rating assessment, the actual name of the sheet, the key is the color code, and then the field references is 2, which is column B. So a little tricky, but it's not that bad. So I'm going to highlight this, and let's get this out of the way again. Bring back over my code. So what I'm going to do, rather than go through here and change this, I'm just going to paste it in and make this change again, which is 2, 2, 2, so search box 1, etc. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Now I have to assign my macros, and we're going to assign them. Okay, you got to right click, assign macro. I want just this workbook, and I want clear search box 2. Okay, then I want this one, assign macro, filter color 2. Okay, and then clear filter, assign macro, clear filter color 2. Now we should be set. So let's clear the search. Done. Do data again. Tell it to filter on the color. And it didn't work. So I actually had to go in and change the RGB references again right here, 216, 228, 188. And I'll revisit that in a follow-up video, but let's test this. So I'm searching for data, filter color, done. Clear filter, clear the total search. So it's really easy to search and filter on what I need. That's it for this video. I hope this helps. I know it's a little confusing, but stick with it and you figure it out pretty quickly. See you in the next video, and thanks for hanging out on this one. It was a long one.